Well, good evening. I've been learning a few things since my last noisy, questionable video, the big long one. Number one, I've learned about noise reduction in Audacity, which I sort of wish I'd done before uploading that video, but I think I'm going to leave it there just because it's a good lesson. Number two, I had tried recording with a simple screen recorder before, and recording sound, and it wasn't so good, but that was because I didn't have this microphone, and now I'm trying again, and I've learned I still need to do the noise reduction, and that's great. But then I had to learn how to re-encode the video with the noise reduction put together. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to do what I'd done before, but I'm going to repeat myself. So I'm going to take my Audacity here. This is me recording now. So I'm going to take my Audacity and I'm going to open the file that I had before. And it was this goes with video aug. Oh, wait. Oh, that was the, that's the one that's noise reduction. So we're going to pretend. So try with sound. That's the one. Okay, so we're going to open that again. I'm going to go ahead and kill this. Wait. Oh, no. Can I do Control W on this? Yes, okay, good. Sometimes I'm not sure. So we're going to, let's see now. If I go here, we're going to play, you're going to hear this video. You should be able to hear it. It's in the microphone. Let's see. Okay. There we go. I'm now, instead of recording with Audacity, I'm actually recording there we go. Test note, and I'm going to allow a quiet time to allow for the noise reduction. All right, I'm going to stop that. That's, kind of what's going on. That's enough. Sorry. All right. So what I'm going to do now to noise reduction, might as well. 5, por favor. All right, so I, oh wait, I can zoom in, can't I? Still not used to the controls on this thing. All right, so let's go ahead. Pick this much. Oh, that is not what I needed. There we go. Is this gonna stop? Let's see what happens. Okay, cool. All right, now I'm going to effects, and we're gonna find noise reduction. And since I already selected, I can hit reduce noise profile. Now these things, I don't know how the heck it works, but leaving it there seems to work pretty good. Someday I have to learn how this all works, and maybe you all will teach me someday. Pop. All right, now do a standard Control A, effect, repeat noise reduction, and now we're gonna go ahead and I don't know how to make sure this thing just stays. Oops. Stop it. And then I'm going to test editing with Audacity to remove noise. Nice. And I'm going to allow a quiet time to allow for the noise reduction. I doubt you would notice, you could see it, except maybe visually here. Maybe I should have zoomed in. That's right, you can see, you should be able to see that the line here is much smoother. All right, that's there we go. So I'm going to go ahead and save this and see what we get. All right, so I'm going to save it. I'm going to export the file. I just use aug cuz. Now I'm going to export to the same thing because I will have to type it. It's the same damn thing. I was just going to replace the thing, whatever. And I don't know what that's. I don't use that. Done. Okay. Of course, I'm leaving this over here on because that's you guys. Let's see. All right. So we actually have this already, so I'm going to remove a double sound maybe, because what happened was that was me testing and trying to reintroduce the new sound file back into the old video, but it ended up piling onto the old sound and didn't make a difference. It sounded the same, because it was perfectly synced, so it was kind of useless. Didn't seem to hurt anything, but didn't help at all. So let's see. I'm going to actually do this from scratch, from memory. Okay, so I input. We're going to use the video. Then input the audio. All right, so those are the two inputs. I video, I audio, input video, input audio. The video I think is MP4 even though it doesn't show an extension. Whatever. All right, so next we're going to do. Shoot, I forgot what I'm doing. Video 2 about that video 2 about sound reduction. That's what I'm recording right now, by the way. Ha, that's right there. It's writing as I do. Isn't that cool? Okay, so I don't understand C for codec, copy, okay. Then we're going to, this is the part I've learned. You map, so it's very much like map you might find in a functional language. So index 0, which says this is the first entry point, which is this. The first entry or the first input is index 0 indexed like a 0 indexed array, video in this case, to the first output. Then we're going to map the second input, which is audio, to the first output. And guess what? It's all one output, right? So what? There's no guessing what. It's just right there. Boom. All right. So now what are we going to call it? We're going to call it noise. Not noise. I cannot type. Now I could do V. Or I can't remember this. The MK something something. I'll just call it MP4. It'll work fine too. I have to experiment with all that. We run it, and codec size is not. Oh dear. Hope that's not bad. Well, let's see what we look at. Let's clear this out. Not noisy's in there, and you can see video 2. This one is still doing its thing. So let's see what VLC not noisy, and let's run it. Okay. There we go. I'm now, instead of recording with Audacity. That sounds pretty good. Now let's record. I'm quitting this. I'm going to do something. Let's do a before and after. I don't know if we'll be able to hear it, but we'll try. Try with sound and not noisy. Ooh, there's a difference. Okay. I'm now instead. That's good. Okay. I'm now, instead of recording with Audacity, I'm actually recording. I doubt you can hear that, and you probably won't be able to hear it when I noise reduce you guys. All right, I'm going to kill this. What I could do is actually load it up again in Audacity, but I think you saw what happened. So I'm not going to worry about that. What I am going to do is the same thing that I just did there with the video you're listening and watching right now. This is much too much fun. How much? 8 minutes. Oh, I should stretch it to 10 because I think 10 minutes is important somehow and I don't remember how. So I'm just going to let this go for another minute and say hi. What have I learned? Excuse me. Well, one thing I learned is I learned a little bit how Ffmpeg works in messing with audio and video files, which is great. Still a lot more to learn. I've learned a little bit about how Audacity works, and I've learned that it will automatically take the audio from a video file, and you can do wonderful things with it, which is really cool. What I don't know about, and this is something I'm not sure, I have to look up or read or watch, maybe videos about, is what is a good workflow? Do I, yesterday, or was it yesterday? Yeah, 2 days, no, it was yesterday, when I was recording my big first video, I separately recorded Audacity from I recorded Audacity and I recorded at the same time with the simple screen recorder. And that took a little effort to align things up. And I did. And it worked pretty well. But now, obviously I've learned I can just record with the one thing. And it seems to work okay. But what does that mean for the workflow when I have to separate the audio out to mess with it and cut it and put it back? Doesn't that give me fits because I have to cut that video? Thinking about that. I did, however, let me see. Where are we? We're on spam 13. Let me bring 14. What is 14? Hang on. Oh, yeah. This is learning about noise reduction in Audacity. Let me kill this, actually. All right. So, what is the name? Oh my gosh, I can't remember the name of it. I actually got a lovely, hang on. OpenShot. There it is. OpenShot is called. So I'm not gonna actually do this one. I'm gonna do it this way. Yeah, that's simpler. So let's bring it up. This is what I'm learning to use for editing video. I'm having a little trouble because I still haven't learned how to use it. It seems to work with audio, video. I don't know how to do this. I've messed with it. Transitions are kind of interesting where you can have different things happen and effects, video effects. It's nowhere near the power of a professional video editing software, but I would prefer something simpler to something complex and intense. I don't need that intensity yet, if ever. And I don't know how to use this yet. But that's the problem. Evidently, from what I understand, I can import separate video and audio tracks into here. So maybe, just maybe, I will be able to take this that I would be making and cutting and smooshing and stick it onto here with this OpenShot. That's what it's called. I keep forgetting. Which reminds me, son of a gun. I keep forgetting details, so let me see. Okay. VI notes. Alright, where am I? Do I have anything down here? Media, here we go. Got Audacity. Open shots. Keep that. Is it open shot or open shots? Ah, frack it, I can't remember. I'll look it up. Then I need to remember this. Ffmpeg. Input file. Video. File. Input file. Audio file. I don't understand the C copy business. I frankly don't understand it, but that seems to be what I have to do. Okay, then we map 0 index, which is a video, to the single out. Map the second, or offset by 1, the audio file to the single output, and the output is new video file dot extension. Yeah, there we go. There we go. I need that in there because I'm gonna forget. And I forget everything anyway. I have the memory of a sieve. Okay, I'm gonna yawn. Oh man, yeah. All right, what's next? Shoot. I'm not sure what. We're doing good there. Oh, yeah. This was what I was talking about before. Added some more stuff. It's all draft, really terrible draft. That's okay. Nothing wrong with that. And then this is what the oh, we were just doing that. And then this. So what I'm going to do is when I stop recording, I'm going to go ahead and do that process to this very video where I'm talking to you through. And I'm going to yawn. Okay, I'm tired. It's only a bit past 8 my time, so I don't know. I ought to talk about other interesting things. I don't know if you all are dealing with the COVID stuff that much or not. I certainly am. And mostly I'm dealing with other people having to deal with it and worry about it. Worry about my parents, who are certainly elderly enough and in the higher risk category. And the fact of the matter is, we are all, or most all of us, are probably going to come down with this illness. And I may or may not have any symptoms. My parents may or may not have any symptoms, but they're more likely to. And hopefully, pray to the gods that the medical systems are not overloaded where I'm at, which is the United States, the Western or Mountain West as it's called. I have other family in other places, in other countries, in other parts of the U.S., mostly the U.S. That's the majority of my family, and scares the shit out of me, excuse my language. So, yeah. I was learning from, this is cool, check this out. It's an on-the-loop tool, which I don't understand, where you can actually, if I have a really big outburst of sound through the audio, this should reduce that, which I think is really cool. Now, what I'm about to do is I'm going to stop talking for a while. And for about 15 seconds to make it easier to reduce the noise. And I think about it and I think, you know what? It's probably good to do that at the beginning of a video. Like Tape Leader, any of you who dealt with recording VHS tapes, for instance. One of the things you want to do is leave a few seconds of time at the beginning of the tape so you can get into the good stuff. First you have the stuff that cleans the heads. Then you go into the actual tape, and for whatever reason, I don't recall why, maybe I never knew, that little bit of tape at the beginning, and maybe even at the end, I'm not sure, tends to be a little problematic and not record well, can produce imperfections in the results. So you wait a few seconds, and then you start recording. So I think next time I am going to try to remember to leave maybe a half a minute worth of silence. And then that'll be it. All right, I gotta stop this. I'll talk to you all later. Have fun.